We are cast into this world without consent. We first live as parasites suckling on the udders of our parents, taking everything they can provide us with, until we become cognizant of our reflection that mirrors a person we recognize. Child development is fundamentally one of the most crucial factors that contributes to a well-adjusted and functioning human adult. Now this makes total sense on how your parents have failed you. We as people have stages in our fashion development, just like we do in our child development. Now, to help you visualize this, here's a visual chart for you. This chart reflects the following, from trash fits to still mid to adults that are still mid. Now, this chart can depict many different styles one may go through. It's not at all a general chart. Now, to really break down this chart for you, we have trash fits, which typically tend to be people that are just joining into fashion just in general. They more babies of the new generation of fashion. Then we got the mid-tier where you have somewhat of a grasp of what fashion is and you're trying to understand your style and you're still experimenting. Then last but not least, we have the final evolution where you're an adult, you're still dressing mid, it just goes downhill from there, but you finally figured out what you really like. Now this chart is very specific, obviously the one I'm showing, but it's not a general chart for everybody. Everyone goes down the same path, but with different styles. So just envision yourself on that chart wherever you might be, and you might relate to this development chart of your style. During child development, we copy our parents' behaviors, personalities, and even bad habits of our fathers and mothers. We are fragile as we're born. We cannot care for ourselves, so we have another do that for us. We are but just sponges, ready to absorb all the misinformation around us. As we begin our journey into fashion, we can see a parallel on how we are newborns looking for our fashion parents to suckle on so we can consume the milk that is their styles, or what normal people would say, our inspo. Yohji states, start copying what you love. Copy, copy, copy. At the end of the copy, you will find yourself. In order to understand what Yohji is stating, we must recognize that we are just a sperm floating around looking for an egg to inseminate, and hopefully that egg will grow into a fashion demon, which leads us into our first stage of development, style copying, aka our style inspo. There are types of style inspirations we can copy from. I call these the 4 parents of inspiration. Most individuals will look at people's curated style from social media, magazines, runways, and worst of all, trends. The thing in common with these 4 forms of inspiration is that they are all styled by people, and those same people have taken inspiration from another. It's a constant cycle. To copy another's look is to steal their wave. So you're basically the little bro, and you keep getting mogged on by your big bro who's deeper into fashion, so you continue to study under other masters of fashion until you reach a higher level of style. Out of the 4 parents of inspiration, I will tell you now to avoid the trendy parent of inspiration at all costs. They are gaslighters and they are very abusive. You will never be good enough for them. You will always be lacking and needing to always be on trend to gain any appreciation from this parent of inspiration, unless you're used to feeling like a failure and never good enough. If this parent fits your mindset, then go ahead, get your sambas on and buckle in, because what you're wearing now is not in trend anymore. Go buy something more trendy, you failure. Now this era of copy and paste is okay, and it's a stepping stone most people will do. Some people were born with artistic parents who exposed them to different ways of dress, and that was their source. But you, my friend, have online parents who you gain knowledge from. Now that knowledge might be cursed, but that's all dependent on who you watch. As you gain insight on your possibilities of styles you'd like to get into, we hit our second stage of development, buying. Sometimes we will be limited by what we can access, and of course you can't really go band for band with someone who's wearing full Yohji, but you can replicate what you see with what you may have on hand or access to. Money has a part to play with fashion, and it's a key factor in how we may quickly develop our style. Now the wealthy have the ability to make more mistakes due to having the financial capability to bounce back, unlike most of us joining the hobby, so be wary of the mindless spending. If you're broke, GG, go rob a beta male. Anyway, here's a flow chart. It starts with inspiration outfits, to then creating a look, and then buying that look. To simplify, we copy and paste. To simplify that explanation, Command C. Now this leads us to our next stage, which is curating a style. Besides this being the stage of consuming, it's also the illusion of choice, because although you feel that you have control over your decisions of style, you end up being consumed by the style choices you continually see on your timeline, and soon that gives you too many options to choose from. Then you're left wondering if this works. Y2K, Yohji, Rick, techwear, vintage, streetwear. What do I pick? I don't know. You're full of anxiety. There's so many choices you're stimming out, it's starting to go downhill. Because you tried Rick Owens, but you got laughed at and now you're uncomfortable. But you want to try Yohji, but now you're an elitist. You just want to feel comfortable with yourself. You'll never achieve that. You never will. Becoming you. You have finally reached nirvana. You understand what, who, and why you are you. At this point in your life, you've achieved a solid cycle of foundational pieces you can build on. You found your staple style, and you've curated something you feel comfortable in. At this point, you can go anywhere you'd like. Maybe challenging yourself, staying comfortable, or become a person who never goes out. At this point, you can start evangelizing people to join your subgenre of dress and possibly even become a parent to someone who is lost with their own self-expression. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am sick, so my voice sounds a little different. But this is just my philosophy on copying and copying until you find your style. The thing with copying outfits is that it can be easy to just replicate outfits with similar pieces, but this is the part of the video where I try to detour you away from that. I know many people who just replicate their favorite creators' outfits by either identifying the exact pieces and buying it, or buying things that look similar. And if you're one of those people that keeps DMing me about the certain pieces that I have, I will not identify those for you. You have to do your own research. I am a crazy gatekeeper. I'd be gatekeeping everything. Here's a more long-term approach instead of copying outfits. Realistically, some people's outfits will never be interchangeable with the wardrobe you probably lack at the moment. For if you don't have a good foundation in your wardrobe, you'll end up buying one-off pieces that fit very odd in your current closet you have. It's like the kids who spend all their money on some Rick Owens items, but their entire closet is just random miscellaneous H&M and Uniqlo pieces. During this stage in our growth, items may not stick with you for very long, and you'll grow out of them, because you still don't know who you are. I want you to innovate by introducing a new idea into the style you're trying to copy. So for example, we have an all-black outfit with extreme layering. Now this may be your inspiration, but instead of copying bar for bar, let's innovate by adding color and different accent pieces with the layering. The thing to keep in mind is that you can always build on an idea of whatever inspires you, and that's what helps make it you. This method helps many of you skip mindless spending on outfit copying, and helps you see outfits not as a format to follow, but as an idea. Utilize this as a tool with your current wardrobe, or use it as an idea of what you'll need to buy to help curate the style you're drawn to. Now, I hate to be the deliverer of a nihilistic view, but you're just an accumulation of personalities derived from your parents. Your adopted parents of fashion could be people you've taken a lot of inspiration from, and that cluster can be from a bunch of different people, but keep in mind, this doesn't make you original. You yourself are just a copy. And not only that, but it's really hard to be original with the way you smell. And huge thanks to Scentbird for sponsoring this video. Like many of you guys, I used to smell like an average fella until I got introduced to fragrances. And the one fragrance that I really do like that Scentbird actually sent me was I Don't Know What by Dias and Durga. With notes of bergamot essence, vetiver, ambrox super, this smell just hits the nose in a different way. And not only that, but they sent me two other fragrances that I actually really do enjoy. Scents of Wood, Cypress, and Oak, which has notes of cypress oil, cedarwood, amber, and oak moss. And the next scent that they sent me was Nothing But Sea and Sky. And I'm probably going to butcher the company's name, but it's Une Nuit Nomad, which has notes of bergamot, sandalwood, and white musk. And it weirdly smells like my friend's apartment. But let me explain to you what Scentbird is all about. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription service that allows you to try new designer fragrances each month for just $17. With each fragrance, you'll get about a 30-day supply to try new fragrances before deciding if you want to buy the full-size bottle. So Scentbird is perfect for anyone who's deciding on what they still want to buy for their full bottle. Scentbird is also doing a gift set this holiday season, which will help your family and friends find their fragrances. There are over 600 designer brands to choose from designer labels like Prada, Gucci, and Versace, to niche brands like Dias and Durga, Confessions of a Rebel, and more. They have perfumes and colognes and a lot of unisex options. Some fragrances cost over $150, and some are even $300 to $500. Make sure to click the link below to visit Scentbird's website, or scan the QR code and use my code for 55% off your first month of Scentbird. It's only about $8 for your first month. Wow. This is the part of the video where I try to, I guess, reflect on everything that I've stated. Yes, I'm sick. I probably didn't sound my best during this whole entire video, but, you know, what can I do? Now, the idea of outfit copying seems to be very prominent in fashion just in general, because just like children, we have to copy what we think is the correct way of dressing, and the same could be said about children with their parents, and that's kind of why I've introduced the idea of child development in this video, just throughout the entire video, which I thought was an interesting way to correlate some child development psychology and fashion. But if you think of it that way, it helps you kind of understand how people think just in general, just human behavior, when it comes to maybe finding inspirations. Now, a lot of the accumulation that I've derived my own style inspiration from are priests, magazines from like fruits magazines, and like a lot of just people that just wear Yohji and more avant wear, and that's where I got a lot of my inspiration from. And I kind of studied under these people, and I tried to understand how they would typically get dressed on a day-to-day, and like how they used layering, accessories, their silhouettes and proportions, the scale of certain items, just how things looked really efficient and flowed with their outfits. And that was kind of my mindset when I went into looking for inspiration or how I could do something but in my own way. And it's like getting training wheels until you can finally ride a bike, right? Because you need to get taught in order to ride a bike. You can't just instantly get on a bike and know how to ride it. You will probably fall over. And that's the same thing with fashion. Anything requires development, it requires skill, and it requires a long time. Now, the thing with fashion that I probably could have talked about here too as well is that a lot of the times people are trying to take a bunch of like hormones so that they can just grow older faster, right? And hormones would be just like buying a bunch of clothes, the instant gratification of buying clothes, and just trying to find their overall style immediately. But I've talked about this in other videos before where you can't really find your sense of self immediately. That's just like impossible. I mean, I'm 25 and I'm still understanding who I am as an individual, and I'm sure people that are younger than me and or around my age too are doing the same thing. If I could give you an example, it'd be like a 18-year-old saying they know themselves versus a 40-year-old saying that they know themselves as well. I would take the 40-year-old because they have more life experience and they probably have grown from all those experiences. But the thing too that does really matter just in general with most people is that no matter how many experiences you've gone through, that doesn't mean that there's any growth. And that's why we have a lot of people that are a lot older than I am that still act my age. Sorry, that's a rant for something else, but back to the whole fashion thing. The mindset with fashion, with style, and progression in your style, it should be taken very slowly. It should not be a very rapid growth in anything because you will hurt yourself. Just like with working out, if you try an ego lift, even though it might make you look cooler, I don't know why people do it, you will hurt yourself. The same thing could be said about fashion. And as someone who weightlifts myself for many years, I've been doing it for so long, I kind of took the same approach with fashion. I took my time to really look, to really internalize, to really schedule, to format, and to really study until I felt like I was ready for the test, which was my own curated style. I accumulated money, and then, I started buying pieces. But that's a whole nother video for me to talk about in terms of how you buy a wardrobe. I have a philosophy, I have an idea when it comes to purchasing clothing just in general, just like most people do, but I think mine's a lot better. Now, my closing thought to just wrap this all up. Fashion should be taken very slowly. You should have intent with your purchases, and keep in mind some clothing that you will have will not continue to stay in your rotation. So get ready to sell a lot of your pieces and make sure that you don't develop any hoarding mentality. Because each clothing piece is an asset that you can sell and then buy something else. Everything's a come and go. There's gonna be some pieces that you're gonna wanna keep, but I like to always say condense your wardrobe as much as you can, especially when you're finding your style, and go from there. But really dedicate yourself to one style, one that is most alluring to you, and build from there. Now I say this to you, continue to grow from your experiences, for if it yields you no fruit, you will become just a weed and nothing more. Never keep knowledge from those you like, but always poison those who you dislike with misinformation.
What are we doing today, Daryl?
We're gonna go eat at the Lucky Fusion.
Gatekept place.
Yeah, it's somewhere in New York. See some archive pieces. Jake, he's showing me around. He's giving me the New York experience. People have the exact same photo of this.
It's all
bridge.
done the same way. Different angles though.
How's the lighting?
It's dim.
Wow. It's like a regular sandwich. Yours is like beautiful. That looks so good.
You want? We can. Hi. So it's a Tokyo Porter bag, but it says literally amphibious inside the pocket. Yeah, amphibious.
It's probably because this is like waterproof.
Yeah, it's all waterproof. But like,
it's probably waterproof.
But like, I like the suede details. But like, it could do.
That's silly. No.
No.
Don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
It needs to be black.
It needs to be. I could dye it black.
You could dye it. I don't
know. I really love the suede. The outside is
think it
waterproof.
is.
Yeah, it's just the suede zone.
If you have water, we could test this.
Yes.
Yeah, Australian spit works.
But yeah, it's only $69, and I feel like it's a good little bag for like a weekender trip.
Just get an away like luggage.
But I have a weight luggage. I don't want to do like a roller.
You don't really need.
I want to do a carry.
I would recommend a rucksack if you're like traveling.
A rucksack?
Yeah,
like his?
Well, I have mine too. But I wouldn't really get one of those. No.
Would that be like a carry-on? Yeah,
that
that'd be my
You
carry-on.
should get those though. The off-whites.
Ew.
I had a pair of those a long time ago.
They're fire.
They're
What's your
so
size?
Really careful when the cars are coming.
Hello. What is this?
It's an ammo bag. You put on your belt.
Some cigarettes? Even what, dude?
You put it through your belt loop.
Right. Yeah, you need to put it through your belt.
That's what I said. You put it through your belt.
That'd be sick. I don't know if that'd be uncomfortable though.
It looked pretty cool though.
Oh, that's a perfect cigarette holder. Yeah, tried it on last time, man.
Oh, this looks like the submarine jacket.
Yeah. Oh, these are thicker. Yeah, the submarine ones are like, yeah, buttery. This is buttery.
Yeah, but they're also cropped. Like
Yeah, yeah, they're super cropped.
Try it on.
I love this one. This one I've tried. I've tried on before, but I can't justify spending $450.
Oh, it fits really well.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not with this fit, but
This fit, this fit goes with everything. I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing is there's no pockets. Yeah.
That would kill me. I'd actually go insane.
Yeah, it just doesn't go with these pants.
I told you.
Yeah, for these I like the I like the jacket more than I like the pants. Why the pants? Just,
Personally, the pants are too crazy.
Yeah, the cut is insane. It's too tight to do. Yeah. But like I like the boxing inside the jacket. That's
Can you put it on?
That's a really good point.
Can you put it on? Yeah, put it on.
You're wearing the brown.
Yeah. I'm trying to see it.
My only thing about this jacket when I tried it on last time is this is far too big.
Turn around. No, that's a sick fit. It's a little stiff though.
Yeah. No, these take a while to break in. I've heard.
It's beautiful though. I love it.
It's so insane. The texture. It's a Bora.
It's Bora.
Yeah.
That's all done by hand.
Yeah.
That's actually sick. Yeah, that's why it's so expensive. It's so beautiful.
You could wear this one with baggy pants. I don't think I have enough baggy pants.
Yeah, it's sick. Would you buy this Capital punching bag?
Yeah, I already bought it.
I already bought it. It's mine.
What?
Goodies. Look at all the goodies. These are sick though. These are so cool. So I have the back zips of the red pair, but they're all like damaged. The back zips.
That was the front zip.
Oh, front zips.
Yeah.
LOL. I want a pair.
Oh, you got some on?
I also want the. No, I have the back zips.
Yeah. No, you have Wheaties on.
I do have Wheaties on. No one knows though. They're in it.
Very nice.
I do want the square toes. These guys. So cool. He opened the door.
Come on, everyone.
All right, so what do you got on right now?
I got a. I
do you
don't even
got?
know. Like it's like a 1940s jacket.
Okay, let's come in
But
the
it's
mirror
a
and check this out.
Double-breasted.
That's such a great fit.
It's insane. This
Insane.
nice navy color. Got the 2 pockets, buttons. The inside lining is this nice brown.
That's not brown. That's like beige.
Is it?
Are you colorblind?
Are you
Tan.
colorblind?
It's a 10.
That's like same color. Time beige.
They're all the same. Same. But it's nice and boxy. There you go. Yes.
Do a double lat spread. That's crazy. So let's try the award-winning chocolate chip. Take a bite. Nah, I'm good. Huh? Is it award-winning?
I've had vanilla. Nice consistency. A lot of chocolate. Heavy on the chocolate side, which is nice. It's cool because it has a little mound, so it has that really soft spot. 8.9 out of 10.
I'm absolutely smacking. I would like get diabetes eating this. This is good. Award-winning chocolate chip. Award-winning.
with the wind.
Closing my. Is this like a look?
Alright, that's going to end it for this video. Thank you for joining me on this video. I'd like to thank all the Patreon members who joined me and who continue to support me. I appreciate all of you guys. I do weekly podcasts over there. I did get sick, so I was kind of iffy on the podcasts, but tend to answer questions that I receive very often, usually about my hair, wardrobe, and just general fashion questions or my opinions on things. Whatever. Podcasts, that's for just me rambling and having all my other ideas that I have that I probably don't include in certain videos or that don't make the cut. Now, I'm not saying you need to support me over there, but if you'd like to, you can go ahead, and you can also join the Discord through the Patreon. There's a lot of fun things that we do over there. Weekly fashion outfit battles. You might get posted on my story. I'm thinking of doing that now. I think that'll be really fun, and I'm going to be adding more features into the Discord and more events. I'm trying to be more active. And I hope to see you in the next video at some point in time. I appreciate you for staying here for so long. My hair is currently growing in, as you can see. I will probably be doing a video about hair care again at some point. And my plan is to grow this bad boy out again. We will see the return of the very long hair that I'm known for. But I just wanted to try something different. But anyway, I'll see you in the next video at some point in time, hopefully in December. I don't know. And with that, cue the music. Remember to watch one of these videos. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See you later.